Good morning. I had to be a little loud because my baby's in. He's gonna run up here if he hears me. So, how y'all doing today? Me? Oh, let me tell y'all what I'm doing. Let me tell y'all what I'm doing. So, right now, I am making breakfast. I am making a. Honestly, this is a potato scrambler. That's what I'm gonna call it. So first you put the butter in there, then you get your russet potato, or you get whatever potato you like. But I'm using russet, and you're gonna. I said shave. Yeah, I'm just gonna go ahead and say shave. You're gonna shave the potato, and then you're gonna cut it up. Okay, and once you cut it up, you cut it up. Okay, you cut it up in cubes, or you can cut it up in triangles. But I'm gonna cut it up in cubes, and after I cut it up in cubes, I'm gonna put it all over there in that butter. Okay, and that butter is on that hot skillet, and that's going to cook the potatoes. Do you see me? You see how I put the butter around, then I put the potatoes in there? Yeah, you want to put that butter in there so those potatoes don't stick. You need that butter also because what is a potato without butter? A French fry. And I'm not making French fries, I'm making breakfast. After I cut the potatoes up, I cut those bell peppers up. I season it real good, okay, with that Tony's and something else because you need multiple seasonings. You can't just have one seasoning. This ain't no white folks' house. This is a black folks' house. Do you see all that and all that seasoning come together and it makes a great flavor? That's where the flavor come in at. And you see me trying to do my TikTok. Ask me where that video is. Cause I don't know. And I'm so sorry, y'all, but I don't finish videos. I don't know why I don't never show the end result. I always just want to show y'all how I how I create these things, but I don't never show y'all the end result. And that's one thing that I'm working on, okay? So don't hold it against me. I am working on that. I am going to get that better. I barely even had an eye on. Because what's going on? Why did I have to see if the eye was on? And I'm going to cut up some bacon because what is a potato without bacon? And you put that bacon in there also. And you going to cook all that. Well, you're going to give it a stir first because you want to stir it. Make sure everything is well incorporated. We're going to put a lid on it and we're going to let that cook. Now, while that's cooking, you want to get you something sweet on the side to eat because you don't need all that salt. You don't need all that salt. And yes, I was cooking dinner too, so that was my dinner I was cooking there. But this is for breakfast. So for me for sweet, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna make some French toast. With French toast, you need some eggs, one or two, depending on how many French toast you need to make. I'm just gonna use 2 eggs because it's just me and my baby. I'm gonna add some honey. I'm gonna add some cinnamon. I'm gonna add some brown sugar. And what else I'm gonna add, girl? Girl, what else you gonna add to that? Oh, I'm gonna add a little bit of vanilla. Okay, you can use whatever vanilla you got. You got the real vanilla, you got the fake vanilla, you got the McCormick, whatever you want to use, you can use. And then after you wipe up your mess, because that's what you do, you clean as you go. You're gonna put the butter. Yes, I'm gonna put that much butter in the skillet, and I'm gonna let that butter melt because I do want it to have a buttery finish. Okay, then we're gonna the drench the bread in that mixture in the egg wash. Okay, in the egg wash, and we're gonna put that on the skillet. Now, don't do what I do. Do not turn the skillet up too high because it will cook faster. This is for every breakfast item. Well, not every breakfast item, but this is for French toast and for pancakes. You don't want the eye to be too high, or the pancakes or the French toast will overcook and you'll have burnt food. And some people do like burnt food, but I don't like no burnt food. I don't like that. That's not good to me. I don't like eating it. I don't like thinking about it. I don't like seeing it. I don't like being around it. So I'm not gonna do that. So we're gonna cook this French toast. And I just wanna say this. I just wanna say this. I know ain't nobody asked me, but why don't we get paid for being a parent? Because probably because we the ones who had sex. You right? Because you don't have to have sex. You don't. You don't have to have sex. Well, never mind. I don't need to ask y'all that anymore. This is what I'm talking about right here. You see how the eye is. First of all, I should have put it on a small eye, but the eye is too hot. You see, my French toast is burned. I don't like that. You see, I turned it down. Yeah, I had to throw that away. You can't be with all my friends. You can't be with my other French toast because you burnt. I don't like no burnt stuff. I don't like it. I don't like the taste. I don't like the smell. I don't like it. But you see me still putting stuff in that hot eye. I really should have changed where I put it at because now, and I should have wiped the pan off. So for the future, if you have one that burns, what you want to do is you need to take it off that eye completely because obviously the eye is getting too hot, and then you want to wipe the pan so all the older burnt don't get on the new bread. Okay. And then you want to add cheese to the potatoes. And once you add the cheese to the potatoes, you just let that cheese melt. And then, baby, you got a breakfast on your hands. And that's a breakfast scrambler. That's what I call it. I also added eggs to that. I also added eggs to the scrambler. That's why I call it potato scrambler. And I'm going to make me a coffee every time because what is breakfast without a coffee? We're going to line that cup with caramel. We're going to put some coffee. That's that cold brew. I know that's iced coffee from Coffee Mate. And then you put some creamer in, then you put my cold foam on top, then boom. Got me a great coffee drink. I also put some caramel. I also put some caramel in that. Thank y'all so much for watching TTYL.